If you've been driving these F1 cars and been wondering why can't I turn normally, or why do I keep spinning out, or you just would like to know how they work. So in this video I will be explaining everything you need to know, and if you think I've forgotten something then please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video then make sure to hit that like button so more people can also see it. These cars can be quite confusing at first, but once you understand how they work, you will realize they're just as simple as any other car, just with a few extra things. The F1 car and the open wheel races were added to the game as part of the 1.49 Diamond Casino Heist update on the 27th of February 2020. You do not need an F1 car to compete in these open wheel races, but you will be at a slight disadvantage because there will probably be a few people in the race with custom cars that have better performance than the standard ones the game gives you. The PR4 and the R88 are the two cars you can choose from when buying an F1 car. The PR4 costs $3,515,000, making it the most expensive car in the game, and the R88 costs $3,115,000. To fully upgrade the car, it will cost around $435,000 each, depending on what upgrades you get. These cars are very close in performance, but the PR4 is slightly better than the R88. Both the cars have the same top speed of 119 miles per hour or 191.51 kilometers per hour, but the PR4 has a slightly faster lap time than the R88, meaning it is slightly better in other areas. For this video I'll be using the PR4, but both cars work the exact same way, so don't worry if you have the R88 or even if you don't have either. When you buy one of the two cars, they come standard with the boost mechanic. Basically the boost is a short thrust of speed for about 5 seconds. The boost will only recharge when you stop accelerating or if you brake, but the car has to still be moving even if it's just rolling slowly. It cannot be dead still to recharge the boost. When you drive the car in an open wheel race, you will see two bars in the bottom right corner saying vehicle health and the lowest tire grip. Vehicle health is the amount of damage you can still take before the vehicle will blow up. Yes, blow up. This car can blow up if it gets to a low enough health. The closer the bar is to running out, the closer it is to blowing up. But don't worry, if you don't crash the car, the bar won't go down at all. And even if you do crash it, it will take a lot to actually explode the car. The lowest tire grip bar indicates how much tire grip you have left, and it will go into the red when you urgently need to go into the pits to change the tires. But I wouldn't let it get that low because if you just pass the pits and it goes into the red, then your tires won't last the whole lap. And they will actually pop if it gets too low. So don't let it get to that point. If your wheels do pop and you are far from the pits, it will be a slow and painful drive back to the pits and you can say goodbye to that first place. There are three types of wheels to choose from: soft, medium and hard. If you choose hard wheels, the wheels will last longer and you won't have to go into the pits as often, but they won't drive as fast as if you choose soft wheels. Because soft wheels don't last as long, but they will make you go slightly faster. And medium is well just in the middle of soft and hard. I would always suggest use hard wheels because you will waste more time going into the pits because your wheels are low than if you were slightly faster. If you are driving and you're wondering why you keep spinning out easier than normal and you can't turn as smoothly, then this is probably why. The whole car is broken up into different parts, and if you crash and a specific part falls off, then this can affect how the whole car performs. For example, if the front wing falls off after a crash, you will notice that the car cannot turn as well and you will have to go into the pits to fix it. Another example of this is if the back wing falls off. You will spin out a lot easier because the car won't have as much downforce. As you drive the car more, you will notice what happens when a specific part falls off, but if any part falls off, the next time you take a lap, make sure to fix it in the pits. The pits are a part of the race and normally just before or after the starting line. So if you do a 10-lap race, then theoretically you will pass the pits 10 times and have 10 opportunities to fix anything that needs repairing. So there's no excuse that you can't drive. Now onto how to actually drive the car, because it's not as easy as pressing the accelerator and going. If you just slam on the acceleration, you will spin out. So to avoid this, ease into the acceleration and also ease into the braking. These cars have an insane handling, but for a lot of corners you will still have to brake a bit, so don't go into every corner thinking you can make it because you're just going to crash and have to go into the pits because you damaged something. If you have ever watched real Formula 1 races, the cars often slow right down when they're taking corners, and the game has tried to recreate that as best as possible. But saying that, also don't brake unnecessarily because you'll just waste time and people will crash into the back of you, therefore breaking your back wing. When you first drive the car, then you should just experiment with how the handling of the boost mechanic works instead of just crashing into everyone and messing up the race. In free roam, you can use the boost anywhere across the map, but in open wheel races, you can only use it after the first lap is complete. So don't forget to start using it once you finish the first lap, because when I started racing, I didn't know you could even boost at all and I missed out. When racing in open wheel races, the host will decide how many laps the race will be, and the least amount of laps you can do is 5. And it goes up by 5 until it reaches a max of 25 laps. Depending on the map, these races can be very long, repetitive, and can take close to half an hour or more if the route is long and it has a lot of laps. So be prepared before you start a race because you might have to be there for a while. That about wraps this video up, so if you enjoyed, then a like would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you have any video suggestions, let me know in the comments, and again, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to help you down in the comments. These videos take a long time to make, and if you subscribe, it will help the channel grow and allow me to keep making videos. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye for now.